Hi, it's Kavita here, and today I'm going to share a little bit of my thoughts of how the major fear that we are experiencing in this lifetime actually has its root cause from our previous lifetimes. When I mentioned previous lifetimes here, I do not mean our childhood in this lifetime. I actually mean the the life that we had when we were in a different body before this. So let me share one story of someone in my life that really can help us relate on how the fear is actually affecting uh, how we behave. So everybody have different kinds of fear, and this person that I know, her biggest fear would be afraid of losing her parents and her siblings. She would be so fearful to a point that she felt that even the time and space is not on her side and everything is just moving forward so fast that she felt so helpless because she felt that she could not make the time stop, and she knows that as time goes by her parents would grow old and eventually move on, pass away. So just this thought of losing her parents is enough to make her not be able to focus on enjoying her daily life or just her life in overall, because she has been having this fear since young, like if she when she can even remember things. It also happens on how she's relating with her siblings. So she would always want to uh, be careful, like she would want her siblings to be careful no matter where they go, and anything that might be a bit risky, where we know that young people, we do go out and explore the world, and she would be very fearful of allowing her siblings to just go to places. It's just this deep-rooted fear where she felt that the worst is definitely going to happen, and it felt so real to her. So what happened is, it was one of her birthday and I was there. So it's quite sad to know that it's even on her birthday that the thing that is in her mind is how she's growing older and her parents are also growing older, and she just can't accept the fact she still could not stop, make time stop, and that is what troubling her the most. And it was just last year. So I was there and I saw her cry. So as I was looking at her, I saw this image of how um, it's just an image that comes into my mind. So I saw this image of her being in a different body, and she is actually looking at a village that is quite from far distance. In this picture in my mind. And what happened is that this whole village is being burned in a huge fire. There's literally a group of someone else who has been riding the horse, galloping to that village, and literally put this whole village on fire, burning down all the houses, and also literally killing every single person that they come across in that village. So my this person that I know, so in her past life, she was a mom, and she has several kids. It was on her way of going back to that village. She saw how everybody is being killed in front of her. She was in a state of dilemma at that time, because her rational mind would actually tell her to not go near because she would definitely be killed as well. And she has one of her favorite horse with her. But then if she were to go back, she would be killed. Her horse would be killed as well. But her heart being very broken, she knows that her kids might still be alive, but they need someone to save, or maybe they might have died, but she wouldn't know. But then she would want to just rush back to that village as fast as she can to save anybody as possible. So it was this dilemma and also this experience that she had been through that made her have this trauma, because she has literally experienced how it felt like losing every single one of her family and she being the only person alive. Well, so in the end of the story, like I could not see the ending, but I did sense that she chose to not go back, because it's not for her sake, but for the horse. Like at least there's one life that she could still save. That is the only thing she could have done. And that trauma impacted her so much. It was imprinted in parts of her soul. So when she comes into a new body, which is this lifetime, being a lady as well, even though she have not gone through marriage and having kids, she's still single. but the fear in her subconscious mind and also her soul being like have gone through this thing, actually it's like so fresh in her mind. So I know this person for many years, but it was on her birthday last year, and me seeing this picture that made me understood immediately why she's so fearful, and I could really resonate with her fear. So I did manage to tell her this. A part of me actually wants to kind of test whether it's really something that I sense from her energy, or it's just something that pops out of my mind from me just imagining. So I did mention about the horse, which I felt like the horse is also like important part of the story, and there's also part of the story where she's galloping through a huge and vast grassland. It's just she could just gallop on her horse like straight in a straight line for like maybe 15-20 minutes, and there will be no ending. It's like a huge vast greenland, very beautiful. So the thing is, this very interesting thing is when I told her about this, of course, like she could not give any immediate answer, but she was a bit surprised because she then told me that horses are actually her favorite animals, and she always wanted to and dreamed about riding horses, and also like grasslands, huge vast grasslands. She loved that kind of environment instead of the seaside or like the mountains, hills, or like gardens. Like she loved grasslands. Yeah, so um, I from her feedback, I do believe that this is one of her past life image that I've connected to, even though this is not the first kind of past life images that I've connected to. But me telling this today is actually, I would want to share this really interesting and amazing story of how sometimes if you are going through some major fears in your life and people around you are not having similar types of fear, please don't criticize yourself or feel that you are a weirdo. You need to know that most of us on the soul level, we have been through many lifetimes. So find your way to get help, to maybe find what was this past life story that you have been through causing you to have that fear. You would not know, maybe it seems like a meaningless type of fear going on, but it might mean that you have been through some really epic experience in your past life, just like the story that I mentioned. So accept yourself, accept all of the emotions that you're having, but do know that by going deep into your heart, finding out what was the past life story that is from your fear, is actually able to help you to start your journey of healing. Yeah, so that is what I'm trying to say today, which is knowing that the bigger your fear is, there's bigger possibility that something serious has actually happened. Maybe that experience has caused your own death or the death of some people around you. That's why you would, like for this person that I mentioned about in this story, she felt that she had not done her best in protecting the people that she loved. Yeah. And if you are struggling in finding ways to remove those fears, say that you're not very interested in really going down the rabbit hole of knowing what was your past life issues. You just feel like it's fine that I don't know what happened, but I just want to move forward in life. I just need to focus on what I can do to remove that fear because it's been blocking me. I can't move forward in life. Like I can't really live my current life. If you are someone who are looking for some help and support in removing this fear from from within you, I am providing SRT clearing, spiritual response therapy, to people who are looking for this type of help. So just you may contact me, you may DM me, or you may find me on Instagram, Healing with Kavita, but I will share the link below. And that will be all for today. So thank you for listening, and love and blessings to you. Bye.